It's also common for bands to play folk tunes, and so this next tune is Ants by Carol Britton Chambers. She takes the tune When Johnny Comes Marching Home, very old American folk tune, also known as The Ants Go Marching One by One, and plays around with it. It sounds like there are tempo changes because the music will speed up, it'll elongate. There's some interesting percussion stuff, and so it's going to give you the idea of ants kind of skittering around. It's a really, really cool piece. This is Ants by Carol Britton Chambers. It's very common in middle school music for things to be doubled. What we mean by that is the flutes play the same thing as the clarinets, right? The trumpets play the same thing as the alto saxes. This next piece is very, very different from that. We call it independent writing, when one section is playing something absolutely, completely unrelated to what something else, what another section is playing. And so what you get out of that is a really complex sound. This piece is On the Horizon by Katie O'Hara Labrie. And so there's lots of independent writing. There's a whole lot of stuff happening, and it creates this really cool texture. The piece starts very, very slowly, and then there's a tempo change a couple measures in, and it just kind of, it's one giant crescendo from measure 9 all the way to the end of the piece. So this is On the Horizon by Katie O'Hara Labrie. All right, I promise I'm not sending a text message up here. I have a list of thank yous. And I'm so afraid that I'm going to forget somebody, but that's not an excuse not to try. So, oh man. All right, there we go. Fall. Thank you to Mr. Austin Nicholas here at Stafford High School and his students for being first class this entire weekend. You know, they've been wonderful hosts. It's a beautiful facility. And so we were so lucky to have them as hosts for the event. Also, thank you to Mr. Nathan Gredler for being such an organized event chair. You know, there's so much on behind the scenes work that goes into making one of these events happen. And so, you know, we are so indebted to him for having food for the kids to eat, right? And as an organized schedule and something that we were able to stick to. Thanks to the band directors of District 15 for your wonderful hospitality. You know, your students are super lucky to learn from great teachers who are also great people. And so I've so enjoyed my time here. Thanks to these students for being amazing over the past few days. We did a lot of work in 2 days. And they were able to hang with me. And we made some really, really good music. We've had some good laughs. And it's been overall such a great time. Thank you to you, the family members, the friends who have stood by these young musicians during their musical journey. It means so much to them. Even though middle school kids, sometimes they have an interesting way of showing it. You know, they really, really appreciate you showing up time and time again for them. And that's the best encouragement that they can get. So let's give all these people involved a quick round of applause.